Welcome to One Mind Zen. Tonight's Dharma talk is given by Cheolmin, Prajna.
Share a story with y'all from Only Don't Know. This one is about about sickness and about attachment. But enough of the preamble. I'm gonna share it with y'all. It's entitled "The 3-Year Retreat." Dear Sansanin, I am still in bed, and although I don't have pain anymore, I still have a problem with my leg. It's numb from the knee down, so I think that I'll have to do something besides only rest to fix my back problem. Do you know why someone would have an extra vertebra or a different bone structure in each hip? This time in bed has been like a retreat in many ways. For the first time in my life, I understand that I have no choices to make. People bring me food. I can't choose. I can't do what I feel like doing. Every day just comes and goes. People come and go. Sometimes it's warm, sometimes it's cold. I just have to stay here and let everything occur just the way that it does. And I must keep my mind clear. There is no choice. I cannot act out my karma. So this sickness is a very strong teaching. I understand something I never did before. If you are dependent on anything, you make suffering. It's funny because I am dependent on everyone, but at the same time, my mind is not dependent. I hope you are well. Much love to you, yours, and the Dharma, Andrea. And this is Zen Master Song San's reply. Dear Andrea, how are you? And thank you for your letter. In your letter, you said that you have no choice about any food or any action, and that you are dependent on everyone, but that your mind is not dependent on anything. That is wonderful. This is correct Zen sickness. Sick time, only sick. No choice, no checking. Not dependent, only sick. Then sick is not sick. This is high-class practice and a high-class education. Do you know this story about Busol Gosa? He was a monk who wanted to do a 3-year retreat with 2 monk friends. On the way to the mountains, he got married. A girl came running up to the 3 monks and cried, "If I don't marry, I will kill myself." So Busol Gosa did bodhisattva action and married her. His 2 friends said, "You are only filled with desire. This is not the action of a bodhisattva, but of a selfish man." After many more accusing and angry words, the 2 monks just went their way. Just after his marriage, Busol Gosa became very sick. And just like you, he could not move. His wife was very kind to him, and she did everything for him, washed his body, brought him food. Every day for 3 years, he could only lie in bed and look at the ceiling. The 2 monks finished their 3-year retreat and were returning home. They thought about their Dharma friend. They decided to visit him, and when they reached his house, they found his wife sweeping the front yard. The 2 monks said, "Hello, how are you? Where's your husband?" "My husband has been sick for 3 years. He's so sick that he cannot do anything." One monk whispered to the other, "This is his bad karma. He broke the precepts and got married, so he got sick for 3 years." But they wanted to see their Dharma friend, so they asked if they could visit him for a while. Although the wife was a little uncomfortable inside, she acted kindly and showed the monks into her husband's room. They went in and started laughing. "So you've been sick for 3 years, not bad." When Busol Gosa saw them, he got up. "Oh, how are you? And thank you very much for visiting me." They were startled. "We heard you have been sick for 3 years. How can you get up?" He said, "Maybe I can get up because you did strong practicing for 3 years. And they said, "Maybe. We worried about you every day. I had so much bad karma that for 3 years I was sick. But you did hard training all the time. What was your practice? Please teach me. What did you get?" The 2 monks said, "Oh, we read many sutras and the speech of many eminent teachers, so we understand all Buddha's teaching." For the next few hours, they told him what they had learned. Finally, Busol Gosa said, "Yes, you understand Buddha's speech very well. What is Buddha's mind?" "Buddha's mind?" "Yes, what is Buddha's mind? Do you know Buddha's mind?" "Well, I think if you have Buddha's mind, anything is possible, so we'll try something." And he called his wife and asked her to help him. She brought 3 long, thin-necked bottles with wide bottoms filled with water. Then Busol Gosai took 3 pieces of rope and tied one around the neck of each bottle. And he tied each of the other ends to a crossbeam in the living room. He brought a hammer and said to his friends, "Here's a hammer. If you hit a bottle with the hammer and no water spills out, then you have attained Buddha's mind. Let's try this." These monks were very proud. Not trying would look bad, but if they tried, they might fail, so they decided to try. First, the monk who did strong mantra practice hit the bottle. All the water came splashing down. Then the sutra monk hit the bottle with the hammer, and again all the water splashed out. Finally, it was Busol Gosai's turn. He didn't use a hammer. He only pointed to the bottle and shouted, "Cusp!" This Cusp was so loud, it was loud as a cannon blast. The 2 monks leapt up in surprise as the bottle shattered and fell to the floor. But the water only spun around and around and did not come down. Then the monks fell to the ground, bowed to him and said, "We are sorry, please teach us." He smiled and said, "I cannot teach you. You already have everything, but you must find your true selves. Then you can do anything." Then he took the bottle-shaped water and spilled it out the door. This is the story of Busol Gosai. When you are sick, only be sick. Then you will get everything, and you will be able to do anything. You already said that this sickness is a very strong teaching for you, and that is wonderful. So I ask you, your sickness, Busol Gosai's sickness, are they the same or different? If you say the same, you can see the stars when your eyes are closed. If you say different, you are already in a dark hell with no door. What can you do? I'll share a little anecdote that I wrote the day prior that made me think of this story. And ironically, I have a migraine too, so I was just talking to Sonsanim about that. You have a migraine? Just have a migraine. It is what it is. All right, there it goes. When it is said, "Don't make anything," what does this mean? When you are hungry, eat. And when you're tired, rest. If you have the means and the capacity to be of help, just do it. Don't make more than what the situation at hand is. If in pain, take pain relief and rest. If it's severe, see a doctor and do as the doctor says. Even when sick or hurting, if you keep a don't know mind, only going straight, only moment to moment, moving forward, keeping correct situation, correct relationship, correct function, even then it's possible to save many beings from suffering. So don't make anything. Pay attention. Douse the fires of samsara when you can. Wake up, save all beings from suffering.